Chelsea versus Palmeiras. This is a big matchup for the Club World Cup for the quarterfinals. And in this video, we're going to talk about Enzo Maresca and what Chelsea need to do to advance to the semifinals. Now, obviously, Palmeiras has done quite well in the Club World Cup. So is Chelsea, but they are one of the talking points in this entire tournament. And they are not going to be an easy team to beat for Chelsea. And they obviously have a lot of key players, but one of the big players we need to talk about is Estavio, who is going to be a Chelsea player next season. He does get to play against them, which this could be a huge issue because obviously if he shines and does well and knocks out Chelsea, this could put a little bump on his shoulder. But overall, this is a big talking point because again, he is a Chelsea player and will be going against Chelsea, but I think we will be able to shut him down with our defense. Now, clearly, Chelsea need to come out very strong with their defensive lineup. Now, I think the best lineup we're going to see is what we actually saw in our last match against Benfica in that back line. We're actually going to play with three left-footed players in that back line. So, Cucurella, Badiashile, and Cowell, and then obviously Reece James in that back four. Cucurella will push up, Badiashile push off to the left, and Cowell will sit back, which we saw in this last match, because what this allows us to do is actually push everyone up and have Cowell almost as a sweeper type player, where again, he was covering the entire back line. On top of that, our midfield, I'm pretty sure we'll see Enzo Fernandez and obviously Cancelo. I think those two guys are going to be pairing mostly the entire season. And I do think Lavia starts for us as well. Those three guys, I think, can destroy any midfield against any team because they are that good. And this is a game that we clearly need to go out and obviously dominate the midfield because obviously Palmeiras, they've tried to do what they can do down the middle, but obviously on the wings as well. But like I said, if we are able to dictate that entire area, it's going to be difficult for Palmeiras to really do anything or create anything. Now, that being said, that I think makes total sense. Now, obviously, our wingers slash attacking players is going to be a little different. Cole Palmer, obviously, on the right wing. That's a no-brainer as well. But I think for this match, and he's just come in, I think João Pedro might get the start this game, which again seems almost crazy to think about, but I think he will get the start on that left wing, and Liam Delap will be our striker because this will allow us to tinker around with a few different players. And on top of that, I'm not too sure if Neto will be playing in this match due to the passing of Diogo Jota that just happened recently. So again, I'm sorry to hear the news on that, and hopefully again the players will give the respect that he definitely deserves. But like I said, I don't know if Neto will be playing, and that's again another reason why I think João Pedro might be starting this match. Now, obviously, Noni could also start in this game, but it sounds like he might be on his way out to Arsenal. So therefore, again, this might be the time for us to actually start experimenting with different players because obviously this is a better time to do it than when the Premier League starts. And again, Enzo Maresca has to figure out which player he wants to utilize and where he wants to utilize them because we have so many players, such a large squad. But again, this will allow us to really tinker around with João Pedro and see what he can actually offer. And like I said, he may not play the full 90 minutes. He may only play the first 45 minutes, but he will be playing in this match, guaranteed. Now, whether, again, he is starting or coming into halftime, either or, this guy will be an impact player for us. Now, obviously, the big talking points then will be Liam Delap. He should be finding the back net in this match at least once, if not twice. Again, the strength that this player brings to this team, he should be able to bully some of the defenders and, again, make some clear chances. I think Cole Palmer should be able to find him. And like we talked about earlier, that midfield with Enzo Fernandez, Lavia, and Cancelo, those guys can obviously find passes to find Liam Delap or even find João Pedro who can connect with Liam Delap and therefore, again, break down those lines. Overall, this is a match that Chelsea should be winning, but like I said, anything can happen each and every match. Palmeiras, don't take them for granted at all because they are a solid team. But like I said, I think Chelsea has the better side here. I do believe we win this match, but I think it will be a struggle. I can see us actually going down in the beginning of this match by a goal and then coming back and winning this 2-1, if not 3-2. I think it will be a little bit more of a nail-biter, but I do believe Chelsea have the capabilities, the mentality, the capacity to go on and win this match. So if you agree with me, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe down below. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.